Okay guys, it's been ages since I posted anything. This is actually a video on the Mission Impossible project, which DV said I could make him up some videos, and I did, and I sent them to him. But this one's not going to him, it's going to you guys, because I feel like you need to see something. I can't show you all the top secret work on the head, but I can show you this. A top secret work on the head is pretty good for what it is, I'll tell you that much. I'm surprised. This older design is quite good. The exhaust is actually very good. So these are DV's special valve job, 178 intake, 1.5 exhaust. Going through the worst intake we have, which is the really small dual plane with the tiny carburetor. No spacer plates. I'm going to show you what the flow curve is on that. You can see I have problems. I don't have the right keepers and stuff for a lot of this stuff. So I got one keeper holding the retainer in. Not good, but get the job done with what you got. Okay. You know what I need to do? I need to put the pluses and minuses in. Now, should I put the pluses and minuses in from the last cut, or should I put them in from what was sent to me? You know what? That's got nothing to do with it, because this has got the intake on it. So there is no pluses and minuses. Sorry, brain dead. Okay, what we need to look at this is, let's say we get around 550 lift. We got 171.8 CFM going from the carb through the head. Okay? The flow does keep going up, which is a good sign, which means we don't have trouble at the short side radius at that point. Okay? Another thing which is very interesting is this intake knocked the swirl back quite a bit. That's why it's good to test it when you're developing it, but it's also good to test it with the manifold in to really see what you got. This is a nice swirl curve. Okay? Starts off slow, and by the time we're good, let's say if we go 550, we're going to be 1900 and change. That is going to work out really well. I mean, if we go strictly by 2 horsepower per CFM, we're pretty close. I think DV is going to do way better than that, because that's the kind of guy he is. But my job is, as part of the team, is to improve it if I can. And I have a couple things at my disposal that DV doesn't have. He doesn't have this bad boy. And it was a cutaway. I was able to measure a lot of stuff and add a little area here and there. And it worked out well. On the side of 22 extra CFM on the intake. No joke. More than I would have expected by far. That was out without touching DV's chamber design at all. That is strictly adding some area to the port in spots that I thought needed. I also did take the swirl into consideration, and that's my job with being part of the team. So let me think about what else I have to say about these, then I'm going to sign off. Okay, this is a point of issue. As it is, I was able to get 2 bolts. This bolt is actually cut right through, but it does grab. This manifold is like 35 pounds hanging off. And the only thing holding it down on this side is 1/4 20 bolt. That goes into my aluminum bore adapter. So I did have to check it. I did have to make a couple adjustments with the valves closed to get 0 leakage. But I think it's pretty good where it is right now. Should I put the spacers under the carb and see what we got? Maybe we'll save that. But I think I'm going to do it since it's all bolted up to the bench. Next video, maybe I'll show you those extra couple flows. And I want to bolt that exhaust manifold onto this the way it is, which may require me clearancing my bore adapter some more. I'm not looking forward to that. But we'll see. We'll see what we can get done. I would like to see, like I said, the exhaust turned out very well. DV did a great job on the exhaust, and I actually got a little more out of it. So I think the exhaust is not going to be the problem. This is the problem. This thing. What a nightmare. And that's with a ton of hours into it. If you have one, throw it away. Buy a real manifold. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out. I figure you guys deserve a little update on the Mission Impossible. It's been quiet for a long time. And there is progress, at least at this house. Slow and painful like marriage. But you guys know that already. Alright guys, have a good night.